Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, Llama Fetus, time is now. It's the podcast, cause I'm shining now. You can't see me, Llama Fetus, time is now.
And we're going to start out this first ever podcast with some WWE Battleground
Battleground
predictions.
predictions!
So we're going to start out here with R-Truth and King Barrett.
I got King Barrett going over R-Truth.
Yeah, King Barrett's definitely got this one in the bag. All right, now Randy Orton and Sheamus.
I got Sheamus winning just because he's got to cash in.
Yep, Sheamus is the true victor in my eyes. Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt.
Reigns.
I'm going to have to go with Bray Wyatt. I think he will win. He usually wins his pay-per-view matches. All right, so primetime players versus the New Day.
New Day!
I don't know. I think Titus and his pectorals will come out with this one.
I gotta go with the New Day.
I don't know. I
New
like Titus
Day
O'Neil
Rock.
in this one.
New Day
Darren
Rocks.
Young.
New
Yeah, I don't
Day
care for
Rocks.
Darren Young, but
New
Titus. Yeah.
Day Rocks. New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks.
All right, now John Cena versus Kevin Owens.
Is this for the title?
Yep, this one's for the title.
Kevin Owens.
I'm pretty, yep. I'm gonna have to go with John Cena.
I'm going with Kevin Owens because I
I'll
feel
never
like,
go against John Cena.
not that
I
I'm going
used to.
against him, but John Cena's a movie star now. I feel like he's gonna retire soon to focus on films, and I think Kevin Owens, since he lost the NXT title, that means he's gonna be, main roster guy now. So I think Kevin Owens is gonna win.
I've still got John Cena. So now the finale.
Tell
Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship.
All right, I got Brock Lesnar taking on Seth, but then the Authority's gonna come out, beat up Brock. Sheamus is gonna cash in, win the title, and then finally the Authority's gonna turn on Seth Rollins because he can't win a match on his own, and Sheamus will take his place. Then they'll feud for the title.
I'm just going to say Seth Rollins wins with the help of Triple H, since Triple H is the only authority really left right now that can help Seth.
That's where I gotta disagree with you. I gotta go with Brock winning. Even if Seth wins, Brock Lesnar's not gonna lose clean. That just can't happen.
Well, yeah, that's obviously not going to happen, but I don't think Sheamus will cash in just yet.
Okay.
I thought he would, but I don't know anymore. I just don't think he will. It
Alright.
just doesn't seem like the right time.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of too soon, but I feel like that'd be a good way because, I feel like the Brock Lesnar Seth Rollins feud, it's on its last leg. And having, Brock getting screwed over because that's the only way he's gonna lose, that just set up another match. I don't feel like there needs to be a third.
Yeah,
That's why I got.
I
That's
don't
why I'm
know.
going with Sheamus. That's why I
Yeah,
picked Sheamus to beat Orton because I want Orton to win, but
Randy Orton doesn't win much anymore.
no. But he's still one of the best right now,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
Yeah. So those were our predictions. We'll see what happens tonight. Should be a pretty exciting pay-per-view.
I
Got
hope so.
a very good lineup.
Hope so.
All right. So now we're gonna move on to American Horror Story.
American Horror Story. Where to begin? I'm not looking forward to this new season at all. I think it's gonna suck.
Yeah, Hotel. They could do a few good things with it, but I don't see much coming out of it. It'll probably still be better than Scream Queens, but
I think Finn Whitrock's gonna have an outstanding performance, but besides that, I don't see it going anywhere.
I'm sure Evan Peters will have a few good moments too.
If it's anything like Freak Show, the first few episodes will be great. The middle, they'll abandon all the themes that they did at the beginning, but then the finale will make up for it.
Yeah, Freak Show had its ups and downs. It was a roller
The
coaster. It was
first
really
few
good then.
episodes were great. They had that whole thing about discrimination against freaks and equality. Then they just dropped it. never to talk about it, and then it was just a bunch of stuff. But then the
That helped
finale,
bring in Dandy though.
yeah, Dandy saved this. If Dandy wasn't in that season, it would have been terrible.
Yep. And Elsa Mars, obviously.
And our boy that we're not gonna name because we don't have his permission.
Yeah. A lot of had a lot of interesting characters in that one.
Mm-hmm. It did. It did have the most interesting, but it was my least favorite season.
I'm gonna have to say it was actually yeah, it's probably my least favorite out of the three I've seen because I never watched Coven.
Well, you need to. It's really good. A lot of people hate it, but they're stupid.
Well, no, a lot of people hate Freak Show. It's their least favorite.
Oh, good. At least it's not Coven anymore. I loved Coven.
A lot of people like Coven actually.
Good. It's about time.
I think Asylum was the best.
Aside, yeah, Asylum was my favorite, but there's just something about that first season that you can't. I don't even know, but it's just something about it.
The first season was good, but it didn't really. It wasn't really what American Horror Story really should be.
Yeah, it was still a fetus.
Yeah, Asylum brought in more stuff.
Asylum, I think, is the best
It
season.
perfected the like
Hmm.
form of American Horror Story, what it's supposed to be.
Yep, I'm totally with you.
Yeah,
And it had Peppa.
Pepper. Yeah,
Can't top
and
Pepper
if that's the reason. That's another good reason Freak Show was good.
because of Peppa.
Yep. She made the show, especially the episode
The
that
Pepper
focused
Sode.
on just her.
The Pepper Sode.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was.
I cried.
I did cry. It's salty.
It was sad. So, another interesting topic today is going to be Black Ops 3 Zombies.
All right, I got a really, really good theory on this. So,
Okay.
have you watched the trailer for the Deriz remake?
Nope.
All right. Well, I can't. I kind of have to spoil it for you. So, you know how the guys they looked different in Origins?
Yeah.
So, everyone looks like they did in Origins except for Richtofen. He looks like he did in Black Ops 1. He's wearing his Nazi getup.
Yeah.
And then they're all like, "Oh, Richtofen, do you know what you're doing?" And he's like, "Oh, of course I know what I'm doing." And then he opens up this teleporter, and then the Origins Richtofen comes out and shoots him and just kills him. So
Yep.
it's like they're going back in time to redo everything, which
Huh.
means there could totally be more remake maps, and they're going to be doing everything again. They're going to change the past because they mentioned that they were going to change the past.
Yeah.
So I think this opens up two things. One, this opens up the potential of 8-person zombies having, the original 4 in their 2 forms, have 8
Yeah.
people. And two, them doing this could set up a World at War II campaign, and what they're doing in the zombie mode during World War II could affect actually World War II, and they could have an impact on the campaign for the next Treyarch game.
We could finally have Nazi zombies again.
Exactly, Nazi zombies again, not just random zombies.
Yeah. That ruined the whole purpose, it seemed
Exactly,
like.
because like the Nazi zombies, it's actually believable because they were doing some really interesting stuff.
Yeah, and that's what it was originally focused on. That's what the original. Well, Shino Numa had like Japanese
Yeah,
type
but still,
soldiers.
that's World War II. They were in
Yeah,
the Axis powers. It's still
it
plausible.
wasn't like Call of the Dead and all that with just
But I
zombies.
did like Call of the Dead a whole lot.
Yeah, they were good. Kino had Nazi zombies.
Hmm. It was in a Nazi theater,
Yeah,
just
but
like
other
that.
than that, that was the only Black Ops map I think that had Nazi zombies.
Um, yeah, because Ascension had the Russians.
That's all right.
Ascension's a good map though.
Yeah,
I like it.
Shangri-La's a good map, but it's
Yeah,
just out of nowhere.
yeah. And then Moon.
Moon
Well,
makes sense, but I don't
yeah,
know how
because
it happened.
because there's a lot of theories that the Nazis made it to the moon before World War II ended. So I guess if that actually happened, then I guess that's where they drew that from.
Yeah, let me check this out. I
Alright.
Is it just a teaser trailer for the Doriz remake?
It's a whole like cinematic trailer. It's really good.
Huh. Let me
Yeah,
see this.
it's good.
Yeah, I see a little bit of it. There's some videos. Um, I'm actually thinking about getting the Hardened edition.
I am. I was. I was gonna boycott the game for a personal reason involving a man whose stage name is a big cat. But I decided, you know what? By the time the game comes out, he won't even be a threat to me, and then I'll miss out on the remake of my favorite map. So I am gonna pre-order it, even though I don't have the Xbox One
It's
yet.
actually only $80 for the Hardened edition.
Which is a really good deal.
Yeah, I was thinking
Usually,
it'd be like 100 something.
yeah, but it's a good deal. I'm gonna pre-order on Xbox One, and if I'm not able to buy that, I'll make a giveaway. But I probably will get it, so don't get your hopes up, guys.
They still might have Juggernog editions too.
No, they don't. They're sold out already.
No, they might be in stores.
No, they're not. They're already sold out
How do you know?
because they said it's sold out,
Yeah,
and
online.
they only sent two. They only sent like two or three copies to a store per
Oh,
GameStop. They're all gone, and people are already reselling on eBay, and people are actually buying them for as much as $2,000.
huh.
It's crazy.
I might test that theory. I might go to a few stores and look around.
Yeah, but to my understanding, it's completely sold out, and they're not gonna make any more.
I'll probably do like a separate mag pack where you can just buy the Doriz remake too,
Like
like they did
in
with
Re-
Nuketown
Resur-
2020 or
and Resurrection,
Nuketown.
Nuketown
Mm-mm.
Zombies. Yeah, and Resurrection in Black Ops 1, where they gave you all the remakes that were
Yeah,
originally.
that and in Black Ops 2 when you if you pre-ordered it, you get the Nuketown Zombies, but then eventually they just sold Nuketown
hmm
Zombies
on
separate.
its own, yeah. After like a few months. Yeah, they'll probably do that.
So the Hardened edition has Perca-Cola coasters, right?
No, that's only the
Yeah,
Juggernaut.
yeah, it does.
It does. Oh,
Yeah, it has everything except for the Juggernog mini fridge.
okay. Well, yeah, it's a good deal. I mean, you're getting coasters, you get two
You
gun
get the
ammos.
soundtrack.
Yeah, I don't want that because of that big cat named guy who I
Yeah,
dislike.
but I'm just saying what it comes with. It comes with the soundtrack, the digital whatever, the digital
hmm Digital
CD.
soundtrack. Okay.
Let me see here. Yeah, it comes with that, and it comes with a. You know how I have the Halo 3 metal?
The metal
Uh,
case.
yeah,
Yeah, they also had that for
yeah, they
Modern
have
Warfare
that.
2. Yeah, I
They have
got
it
that.
for the Black Ops 3 too,
And are
Hardened
they
edition.
putting an art book in as well?
I believe
All
so.
right. Yeah, that's like the Modern Warfare 2 Hardened Edition.
Yep.
Yeah,
It also it comes with everything that the Juggernog edition has except
the
for
fridge.
the mini fridge.
Well, still, that's a good
And
deal.
yeah, it still comes with it also comes with the two camos.
Yeah, the Cyborg and the 115, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
All right, yeah, I said everything it comes with, and obviously the map,
yeah. The map,
giant zombies, the giant zombies bonus map.
Deriz.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, I'm looking forward to that. I really wasn't at first, but I decided, the big cat won't be a threat to me by the time Black Ops 3 comes out, so why not get it?
And then we come to the final controversial topic.
The thing about if you'd eat your kids?
No,
Oh.
actually, not that one. I was gonna talk about phase rug,
Should
but
we talk about that thing, and or should that be the closer? Which do you want it to be?
it should probably be the. Actually, right now, because the other one should probably be the closer.
Okay. Well, So I'm awake like 2 o'clock. We're in the morning. We're talking, and I just say, set your morals aside. If you and your wife, you have to survive. You have like no other sources of meat. Would you have children just to eat one of them for meat, for protein?
And I said no. It's just I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't eat anybody of any age.
I was thinking yes, but now I'm thinking that just because of the time that it would take, it'd take 9 months, and then it'd take a long time to actually get like to stockpile enough meat. I don't think it'd be worth it. I think you'd be better off just trying to find plant protein.
I just yep.
I just don't think it'd be plausible. Like you could, but it wouldn't be efficient. You'd have to you'd have to like find plant protein and live off that, live off berries. I don't think you'd I don't think it'd be worth it. But
Especially once they start growing hair. As a Middle Eastern man once said, "It's too hairy, I don't want it."
yeah, let's leave him at the door. I don't want him in any part of this. That guy and his project. Ugh. But
The project.
if you're watching this and you've lasted this long, leave your opinion on our little discussion in the comments below.
Yeah, I'd
So
like to see that.
I'd like to see what all people say. Besides that we're crazy for even thinking about that.
Suck the blood.
Dracula doesn't suck. He scrapes and licks. Scrape and lick. Dracula.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep.
So now is it time for our closing?
For the call out of the week.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So this week we got a FaZe drug.
Yep. You know, he's a thirsty boy. He blocked us on Twitter at Llama Fetus, capital COT. If you're interested, you can hear our one-sided conversation with him. He blocks us. He's always like, "Oh, Kylie, daily reminder that I love you." And I mean, bro, you got like 400K followers. You're like, "Oh no, she won't notice me." But you got like 400K. She's obviously noticing you. You're a popular
You
account if you
don't you
got that
don't have to
much.
get a trend started that says Kylie follow me.
She's obviously, if it's not her, it's someone close to her because, you're not a small account. You're not like us with like 2 followers. You have 400,000, I think.
Although we have an official, we have a checkmark follower. I don't know if he does.
I don't think he does actually.
I don't know if he has a verified follower.
Yeah, but we do. So
Yep.
take that. But anyway, dude, she's obviously noticing you and not caring. So just stop. Go focus on your Black Ops 1 quick scoping, because, like, we all know that's impossible. So, props to you for that. But just step off my Kai Lizzle. Honestly, just step off. I will wreck you. Right? I told you I would, and you blocked us. You know,
Yeah, I don't get. Everybody gets hate, and you block
and
us
you're gonna,
for
and you're
for
just gonna,
things that aren't even that hateful.
yeah, we don't swear. We just say, you know, daily reminder that I love you. Daily reminder that you need to step off my Kai Lizzle. So what do? No, you don't just say, I don't get why you're doing this, stop. You just go ahead, block us. That's it.
Blocked. I
Bitch move.
can't blocked.
Bitch move. Bitch move,
Can't
bro.
even. I can't even. Can't
I
even.
heard from a source that the rest of FaZe didn't want you in the FaZe house, and now I understand why. Because you're a bitch. Fight me, IRL. You will get wrecked.
Yep.
I think that's just going to about do it. I think that's a good note to leave it on.
Yeah, that was a good podcast, everyone.
Be
Thank you
sure
for watching.
be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Um, and we're gonna try and do this every week if time permits.
Mm-hmm.
Now, get hyped for Black Ops 3. and tell FaZe Rug that he's a bitch. Have a good one.